Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome back to the channel for anyone who's already a part of this community, and welcome to anyone new. Today our readings are asking for a very immediate message for you, and also we're going to potentially continue with cards and look at the next 7 days. I post these readings, if you're new to my channel, I post these every single Sunday, asking for an immediate message, a time sensitive message, something that you are meant to hear right now. And then we, as I said, we follow through to see how that might pan out, if it feels right, into the next 7 days. So I do wish to say thank you, a huge thank you to all of you who are following these readings. I know some of you follow them every single week, and thank you so much for your comments and your kind words and all the validation that you have been giving, back to me, and your support of the channel. And so welcome anyone who's brand new. Let's draw 3 cards together. I do hope things are going well for you. These are timeless readings, so you can come to them at any time, but at the time of doing this reading we are in eclipse season, so it is possible that things are happening quite fast for you. Pile 1 has shown itself to us already. So we have the wolf and the rose hip. Okay, so this is pile 1. For pile 2, I'm actually seeing this for pile 2 and actually this one for pile 3. Let's put those to one side. Now, pile 2, we have the porcupine and anemone. This is for pile 2. I will draw a rune as well and a charm too for each of these readings, just to give you a little bit extra if you wish. Then pile 3, we have the hare and oak. How beautiful. Okay, so we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Let us check out, excuse me, I think I might need to go and get a glass of water. We will now draw your runes and your charms as well. Okay, so for pile 1, you have the rune of Lagos, flow. Okay, beautiful, and an anchor. How interesting. So pile 1, the wolf and rose hip with flow and anchor. Pile 2, we have the rune of Anzus. This is signals, signs, signals. And you have a little aeroplane. That is your charm. We then have for pile 3, okay, you have the rune of Sewello, wholeness, and a beautiful star with a fairy sitting in it. Sewello, the rune of wholeness, and this beautiful charm, a star with a fairy. Okay, how lovely. Right, okay, put that there. So I'm going to leave the video running for just a little bit longer in case you would like a little bit more time, my beautiful souls. And if you feel you are drawn to more than one reading, I always think trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling. Sometimes you'll get an immediate response to one of the cards, to the charms, to the runes. If you're not sure, then kind of just sit with the energy. If you have a specific question, sit with the energy. But I always think go with your gut feeling. It's almost certainly the right one for you if you do. And if you are drawn to more than one, then trust that there may be more than one message coming through for you. So, my beautiful souls, I will see you in just a moment in the readings. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. you have the rune of flow, and you also have an anchor. I find this combination really, really interesting. I'm feeling like something is going to be moving forwards, but you're going to need to kind of remain steady, anchor yourself. Now, the wolf and the rosehip, it's also a card of guardianship. You know, sometimes it speaks about you yourself stepping up into a place of like leadership or guardianship of something. Wolves are very loyal, they stay with the pack. Let's draw more cards and see what else we are shown for you. Let's draw some oracle cards first of all today, I think. Okay, your card is ripening. Okay, so something is flowing, it's ripening, it's coming to fruition. It's gathering momentum. I don't think it's quite at the harvest yet, but it's on its way. Something is you're getting to a point with something. If you're leading a group of people, you're running a project, it may be that something will begin to come to fruition. You're going to start to see the fruits of your labours, your harvest. What else are we being shown? What is the message that pile 1 are needing to receive today? We have forgiveness and we have mysticism. Looking at all the purple in these cards, and indeed we are sitting with the actual sort of purple chakra here. Now the purple is actually the third eye chakra, and so you're needing to see something or look at it through different eyes here with mysticism. See something differently. I'm wondering if you are heading a team up or looking after a group of people. There's something about the loyalty, the leadership, of sort of almost recognizing someone's vulnerability around you. I wonder if somebody hasn't either performed well or they're not pulling their weight, and something is coming to fruition, but you're needing to navigate around something that maybe something's gone off in a slightly different direction, or it hasn't remained focused. Very interesting sort of feel around this actually. Let's draw more cards for you. What is the key message, the important immediate message that my pile 1 need to hear? Solitude. Movement. Okay, spirit of place. There is your card. And cleaning house. Very interesting. Okay. I think something is genuinely in itself moving forwards. It's coming to fruition. I think that there are some things that you're going to personally have to pick up. Okay. Maybe there are some sort of shortfalls, or there's something you're having to pick up or clean up, to tidy up here. Your reading is fascinating, pile 1. I feel that there is something is moving forwards. This is a mythical bird actually in this picture, which I believe is called a simorgh. And the simorgh is representing quite a maternal energy. The wolf in this card is representing quite a guardianship, a mentorship. I feel that you are in some sort of position of authority or leadership, but there's a kind of a team, and there may be somebody who's not a brilliant team player, or the team may be going astray, or a project isn't going quite well. I don't feel it's your bit, as it were, that's going wrong. There's something that you oversee or are connected to. Now, this could be within your family, it could be a friendship group. Your message is actually really clear. The answer to getting this to move forwards, getting it to flow, isn't actually to get up and have conversations with everybody and try and motivate everybody and try and make it happen, or try and confront the problem if something isn't happening. Actually, get still. The answer will actually come to you. I feel that if something isn't quite running to plan, remember well, if you're watching this as I'm doing this, we are in an eclipse season and in a Mercury retrograde period. It doesn't matter when you come to this. You could come to this in 6 months' time or a year. We're drawn to the right readings at the right time. But when you come to this reading, to get something to move forwards, to get the wind in its sails, the answer is actually to get still and to kind of wait. Something else has to sort of emerge or be shown to you before you can kind of tidy it up, as it were. You can wrap up the loose ends. Something else has to come to light. I'm very fascinated. If you have a look in these cards, now this is like a windmill, but it has no sails. Okay, the sails have fallen off or crumbled or whatever. But in this card of movement, can you see the very same windmill is on the back of this ostrich with its sails blowing in the wind. There's enough wind to take a balloon in a particular direction. You have mysticism. You know, this is the third eye chakra. You're needing to see more. And to view this through the lens of kind of compassion, what I would call that sort of maternal kind of energy of support. So rather than the masculine, let's move it forwards. Put down anchor and become an observer of what is actually going on, rather than trying to move it forwards. I think something is going to emerge for you very quickly, actually, I suspect, with the Rune of Flow. We'll draw more cards, but very quickly in a way that will enable you to then know what action you need to take. But I don't think you have that information, or you're not seeing it yet. I think it has yet to emerge. Okay, so your first message, the time sensitive message, is actually to slow down and get still, and with very sort of maternal kind of care. This is non-gender specific, but just that sort of feminine compassion, forgiveness. Be an observer, because I think there's more than one way to approach this. There will be some tidying up to do, okay, that's for sure. But right now, I sort of almost want to say don't worry about it, because there's something that you're feeling like it's not actually... Somebody else has a task almost, or a role, or they're doing something, and you're watching it emerge. You have some responsibility for it, or you have some part to play, but it's a little bit frustrating because they're not actually moving it forwards as you think they should, or it's not kind of quite happening. Truly just step away, sort of let it. This is one of those times to let the universe support the movement forwards. Let the universe support the flow. Let's draw your tarot cards and get a little bit more information about this situation. So your first message is get still and let it emerge. We then have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is a card of what I would call, a steady progress. The knights in reality are all moving forwards. It's always an energy of movement. So I don't think you need to worry about this not happening. It's going to happen, but it needs to sort of happen in a way that is solid and steady. There's an investment needed here. What else do we have? The Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. How interesting that we have two sixes in a row. Okay, now you are going to get to a point where this will come to fruition, and you're going to be, you're probably going to feel, I think you'll be in a position where you are both able to both give thanks for what's taken place, but also to receive whatever it is, the outcome that you desire. With the Six of Cups, we are talking about, this card actually says childhood reconciliation. It's a card of nostalgia. I think it's just acknowledging here. I mean, for some of you, it could be a family situation. It could be acknowledging a family situation. But I feel there's something more at play. It's as if someone's inner child has been activated. It may even be that your own inner child has been activated. If you didn't grow up in a reliable household, then waiting for someone to achieve something and it doesn't look like it's happening, will press that button. You'll think, well, will it actually happen? Will they achieve? Will the desired result actually take place? You might be in that zone of sort of uncertainty that connects to your childhood. For some of you, you may actually be overseeing a team of people, and you might be recognizing that there's some childish sort of attitudes within the team. Perhaps you could be operating within a family situation where you're needing to take charge of something, but other people are involved. You will reach a point where there's going to be a mutual giving and receiving situation here. It's going to emerge. I think there will be tidying up to do. I think you're sort of aware of that already. I think you're already seeing that the way something is moving forwards isn't quite as you would like it to be, whatever this situation is. Now, there'll be some tidying up to do. There'll be some spring cleaning to do. But actually, right now, sort of let it run its course, because there's not enough there for you to, to sort of evaluate properly just as yet. We then have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to get to a point where this turns around, and you'll be on solid ground here. You'll be on solid footing, most definitely. Let's draw some more cards, or a couple of oracle cards, additional oracle cards here. This is a pack from an independent creator, so I'll put the connections for you if you like them into the description box below. So we have the card of Power, a tiger. We have, wow, Celebration. This is lovely. Yeah, this creator as well actually has her own YouTube channel, so I'll put a link for you if I can find the. I've got the link to the website, but I don't know if I've got the link to the YouTube channel. But anyway, lovely little cards, lovely energy. So Power, Celebration. Yeah, you are going to, you're in the senior position here. Whatever is going on in your world, you're in the senior position. You're the top dog of this. If you're a teacher, you might be managing a situation at school, or you're in your family, you're having to take charge of something. This is what the energy is around you. The answer here is to get still rather than trying to force it to happen. I think the way will become very clear to you, actually. If you can get still and recognize the different elements and layers that are in play, because I think there's quite a few layers in play, like people sort of in touch with their inner child, or some dynamics that are a little bit childish going on. Just get yourself still. Let it sort of unfold a bit. You will take charge, and you will be celebrating, because you are going to get the sort of the new beginning you need, but something else has to unfold. It may be that something else has to actually be seen by others as well. In order for something to be moved forward, something needs to be seen by the team here. Let's, either way, everything in your card is saying don't push this forwards, or everything in your cards you're reading today. Don't push this forwards, let it unfold. That's your biggest message, actually, and you will get the results. That's your second message. I think there's tidying up to do. Let's just ask for advice about the actual coming week, the next 7 days. What do pile 1 need to know? So we have the 9 of Cups, lovely. Just hold that position of optimism, of joy, trust that this is going to kind of work through. King of Cups, it absolutely is. The best way to navigate this is to sort of intuitively follow it through, rather than having a fixed idea as to what you want, how you want it to look. Intuitively follow it through. King of Swords as well. Wow. I think this is going to shift forwards this week fast. You've got 2 kings. I think be clear on what you want as an outcome, but sort of also then let it unfold. This could be one of those scenarios when, if you're running a team and you feel like it's not really running well, you could end up diving in and kind of micromanaging. Okay, don't do the micromanaging. You can do some tidying up at the end, but don't micromanage. This is where the team need to learn for themselves, and your guidance, your clarity will assist them. We have a card of power. This is a card of power. So your guidance can assist them, but you kind of need to let them discover. It's like watching a child trying to, I don't know, bake a cake for the first time, and it's all over the place, and you know they haven't stirred it properly. You can give advice and guidance, but what you don't want to do is to dive in and make the cake for them, because you'd remove all their confidence, you'd lower their confidence, you wouldn't help them to learn and to grow. You can work alongside them, you can offer guidance, then step back, or make, you know, lovely sort of very maternal suggestions in your guidance. Actually, I'm wondering if we could do it this way, or I'm wondering if this might be important, or I wonder if we should add that ingredient next. Whatever it is, it probably sounds like I'm being quite patronizing actually if you were working with a team of adults, but I do feel there's something like almost like teaching and learning a group of people who are whether it's family, a community group, or your colleagues, or whatever it is, or you know, I do feel there's something you're needing to bring along, but in a way that allows it to unfold, where people learn for themselves. And yes, there's some tidying up to do. Your role in this is one of leadership, it's one of guardianship, it's one of nurture rather than of doing, okay? That's really what we're seeing, and I think it will move forwards here. We're seeing this with two kings. I've struggled to see how it's not moving forwards with the two kings. Page of Swords, and let's get one more card for you. Yeah, lovely. Knight of Wands. You've got so much dynamic energy here. Okay, I feel you've got some very willing workers who, when I say Page of Swords, they are, it does feel like a team of people. They've got their own ideas, okay, and in a way they're wanting to have some sort of freedom of expression within this. You hold the ultimate cards because you hold the power and you hold the end goal. So really important, you get very clear, you step in, give them a bit of guidance, a bit more information, let them flow. Look at this, we have the rune of flow. So you're the anchor point, you're the steadier here. You're the one that says, look, this is what we're aiming for. So let's reflect on what you've done so far. Off you go, and then off they go, and then they come back again, and you say, right, okay, let's have another look at this. Where are we now? So you're stepping in and out rather than directing. And that's what I'm seeing. And actually, this will flow. You know, intuitively, this is going to work its way through. And you will arrive at this point of celebration. And actually, through taking that kind of overseeing, nurturing kind of position, rather than a sort of a diving in and doing it position, I think you'll end up in a really good place of celebration. Pile one. If this is resonating with you, do check out other readings. This is your reading. Very, very clear weekly guidance. They're very specific sometimes, the readings on a Sunday. So my wonderful souls, thank you for being here. I hope everything is going well with you. Hopefully this is helping you to navigate a situation in your world. I'm seeing it really, you know, arrive at the right place, and you know, in a really good way, in a way that's beneficial for everyone. So it's a super lovely, literally a wow kind of, you know, ending really. My beautiful souls, yeah, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Make sure you subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to always get the readings as soon as I upload them. I post on a Tuesday, on a Friday with specific questions in mind in the readings, and then I post on a Sunday every week for weekly, well, immediate guidance really, and we look at the week ahead. And we now have a YouTube membership area here, if you haven't seen that yet, where there are extended readings for some of the readings, and there's lots of, I've been posting lots of astrologically orientated stuff, so do check out all those things. There's a moon month update that's already up, live and running. Whenever you come to this, there'll be one up and live and running, because I do them every month. But do check out other stuff if you are wanting assistance and guidance to navigate, and I will put all the relevant links, cards included, in the description box along with the timestamps, and I'll put them into a comment as well. Beautiful souls, pile 1, thank you so much for being here. Huge gratitude, tons of love. Hey, pile 2, welcome to your reading, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for being here. Now, you have the porcupine and anemone. Boundaries. This is a card of boundaries. I was hearing boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Never go out without them. So there's something about boundaries, needing potentially to protect something. I feel like you're being given the signs here, with signs, signals, synchronicities, the rune of Anzus. There is a sign around you of something that I think you need to pay attention to or be aware of. Perhaps before it, I don't know, even gets off the ground with this aeroplane. Let's see. I'm hearing nipping something in the bud with the anemones. Anemones are really interesting. If it rains, they close themselves up to protect their beautiful, delicate petals. Let's draw more cards. What is this about? What do you need to nip in the bud? Perspective. Okay. Here's 2 cards from this pack, and silence. Okay. There is a really interesting energy around you. Let's draw more cards before we dive into this. Yes, what do you need to see? What do you need to hear? Yes, you need to get still and listen in order to see something. You're going to discover something. You're going to find something out, I feel. You may actually already have just found something out. Something may have been shown to you, revealed to you. It's left you feeling a bit prickly, a little bit defensive. Something is to be revealed. I sort of almost want to say heartbreakingly, I feel, it has shown you, I mean, maybe that you saw something in someone, or and it's turned out not to be who they really were. You know, perhaps they are not really, you know, this is the root chakra, the red chakra. Perhaps they simply weren't who you thought they were going to be, or a situation wasn't as good as you thought it was going to be. But let's get still and listen. What are we shown? And I'm not sure what the relevance of your aeroplane is yet. Dry desert. You have coming to life. Okay. Seeing this. Follow the leader and magic stream. Okay. I love these 3 cards. Coming to life, follow the leader. Well, I love all the cards actually. Follow the leader, magic stream. But these are sort of saying to me, look, I actually think for you to make a clear choice, and I sort of almost want to say that most of you, I feel, if this reading is resonating with you, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a situation around you where there's a someone, probably a someone, it could be a circumstance that isn't feeling quite right, or it's not quite what you thought it was going to be. Okay, and I think that you quite like to fly away. There's a bit of you that just thinks, right, I'm out of here. Okay, just get still and listen. Okay, because I think something is going to come to life, come to light, be apparent to you. You will be able to, and you will be called to, take some form of action, to take a leadership role in this, as it were, to show the initiative. That's what's coming through. In order to turn something around, you'll show the initiative. You can do something with this. You're not without agency. I think at the moment you're feeling as though this situation has gone on, almost like it's gone on behind your back, or you didn't really know about it, or you didn't have all the information, or you saw something and you thought it was one thing and it turned out to be something else. The discovery is important. You need to know what this is so that you know what you're dealing with. I don't think it's anything you can't handle, actually, if I'm honest. I think you'll be able to make very clear, decisive choice about this. but there's something else you're needing to see. It's like, shh, listen. Let's just get still, because then you might view something from a different angle. This reminds me of something, actually. And this might seem a strange analogy, but I'll voice it because it's popped into my mind. I was at a pub quiz, actually, with some friends, and we had one of those sheets of paper where they have, it's like lots and lots of little puzzles using words, and there were things like, I don't know, but basically they weren't all straightforward anagrams. Some of them had sort of like little tricks and riddles in them. Some of them had little visual elements. So, for example, what looked like an immediate row of the entire alphabet, there were certain letters missing. When you first looked at it, you just saw the alphabet. Okay, in fact, that's the relevant one to this reading, I think, the message. You saw all of the alphabet, but when you look closely, certain letters were missing. Because they were in order, it brought up I think it was I, L, N, and K. And actually, what we were meant to see from it, the title that was to be gained was the missing link. They were missing, letters missing, and when you looked at it, they spelt link if you reorganized them. And it's something like that. There's something, it's like there's a missing link here. You're not seeing everything. There's something else you need to know in order to move to a place of, I won't say safety, but I mean, that might apply to some of you, but where you're on solid ground, okay? Where you know where you are, you know where you stand, and you're in charge of the situation. Follow the leadership. To be in charge, knowledge is power. You need all the information. And there's a situation around you where you don't have all the information. Probably there's some gut feeling or something in you that says something doesn't feel quite right, or you're feeling somebody could even, you're on barren ground. You might even feel like someone's ghosted you, or you don't really know what's going on. You're a bit bewildered. It's like, and it makes you feel like you want to fly away. You want to just run away from this. But shh, get still. You're going to discover something. It's going to be brought to life. And then you'll be able to, at the right time, I would add, with that clock, and then you will be able to sort of bring forth the wish or the desire that you want. There's something that's being withheld from you. Now, it could be a circumstance, a person that's being withheld, or they're withholding, and you're wondering what's going on. Well, if they're withholding, there's a reason for it. And once that comes to light, I think you'll understand, and it will feel very different. Okay, let's draw some tarot cards. What are we shown here? 10 of Swords. Yeah, so there needs to be a kind of, I think that the circumstance that you're not necessarily fully aware of has something attached to it that has to end. Something has to run its course before the connection to you can move forwards. But it's leaving you questioning something. And some of you may be getting very mixed messages. You've got signs that say this is really good, and yet somehow something's then not moving forward. So you're getting a mixture of something that feels good but kind of doesn't look good. You're not sure what perspective to take on this. Yeah, 4 of Swords. So get still. Shh, listen. Get still. Step away from this. You don't have to push it, just step away, get still. Take some time out, take a break, go on a holiday. take a holiday from it, as it were. Take a break from it, take a holiday from it. Don't try and push it forwards. Don't worry about it. All will become clear. Page of Cups. This is lovely. Magic, fun, love. I think the shift will come. Okay, we've got this magic stream as well, and this is a card of magic, fun and love. The thing that you are hoping to happen, to emerge, the outcome, actually is going to come. But for some reason there is something attached to it, attached to some people that are involved in it, or a person or a circumstance that you don't know about, that needs to get sorted first before it can move forwards. Yeah, Knight of Wands. It will move forwards. The Knight of Wands is one of the fastest cards in the pack. So the moment something is sorted, closed, established, finished, kaput, over. You know, the door is closed. This will move, this will shift. Okay, but you don't know what it is. That's part of the dilemma for you. You're sat in this place of something does feel right, but it doesn't feel right. It's making you defensive. You don't know how you feel. Makes you feel like you should be more boundaried around it, because, you know, do you, don't you? Just step away. Don't worry about it. If it's something you actually want, it's coming to you. It'll come to you fast, but something else has to happen first, and I feel like that's out of your control. Actually, let's ask how the week pans out. In fact, let's use a couple more oracle cards first. I'm using some independent creator cards today. I'll put links to all these below, and this person has a YouTube channel. I'll try and find the link to that as well. Motivation. Ooh. Lots of cards coming through. You have motivation, celebration. This came out in pile 1. If pile 1 was singing to you, there may be some relevance to it. That reading may be worth checking out. And then we have the card of spiritual. I think you've got to sit in a really still place, actually, right now. Step away from it. Hold the higher ground, the higher perspective. Recognize that if something isn't moving forwards right now, it's not moving forwards for a reason. And trust that when the timing is right, this situation will flow forwards. It will happen. It will emerge. But right now, you're going to have to hold your own boundaries around wanting to maybe make something happen because the timing isn't right. And also, your own boundaries around you sort of becoming defensive and feeling like, you know, you're picking up on the fact that there's something you don't know about, and then kind of, you know, having a reaction to it. This is suggesting that you just get still, take some time away from this. Like I said, take a break and let it unfold, because whatever's taking place sort of behind the scenes, it's going to get sorted. Let's draw cards for the week ahead, please, for my lovely pile 2s. We have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, absolutely. You can't do anything about this right now, okay? There's nothing you can do. Your hands are tied. So rather than try, how about just chill out, have some fun. 6 of Swords, you know, take a break. Go on a trip. Take a break. Take time out. Rather than worrying about it, you can't do anything about this situation. There is something around you that you cannot do anything about. So rather than trying, take a break, step away from it. And then, what is happening this week? Can we see if there's an indication this week as to how things might move? Now, that's too many cards coming out. This one has shown itself. I feel like you might get an abrupt something happening. We have the Queen of Pentacles sitting under the Page of Cups. So yeah, I feel like as if by magic, actually, something you actually need will come to fruition with the Queen of Pentacles, or something you're desiring. It will happen. If you do know what this is that's going on and you're just feeling helpless and unable to sort it, again, I think there's something else going on behind the scenes that has to run its course. 2 of Wands. I actually do think, I mean, whether this does happen this week, we are looking at the next 7 days. This would suggest that this will turn around. It's just like right here, right now, you're in this sort of energy of it's just not happening. Why isn't it happening? You know, what can I do? How can I make it happen? I think you'll get to the celebration. You're feeling like your motivation is being thwarted. Hold the spiritual perspective of recognizing there's a bigger picture and let it unfold naturally. I suspect very quickly with the Knight of Wands and the 2 of Wands, these are fast energy cards. I think what you are hoping for, like just as if by magic, it will sort itself out. It will arrive, it will emerge, it will happen. Your cards are all indicating this. They really, really are beautiful souls. So really try not to worry, step away and trust that whatever is going on is getting sorted, and that what you are desiring will come to you, and it will come to you fast. It could even come this week. It really could. If it's a little bit later, so what? But you know, this is so interesting, isn't it? You know, the wording on this card, you know, we've got plans, partnership, influence. Pile 2, just step away, take time out. What you desire will come. Actually, it really will. There is just something else that is out of your control that you can't do anything about. So, you know, just don't bust a gut. That's, you know, I said, just fly away from it, take a break, you know, and just let it unfold. What you desire is coming into you, and I think it will come fast. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for joining me today. This is your reading. I post these on Sundays every week for immediate guidance, and we do look at the kind of the lay of the land around you and the week ahead. I post a reading on Tuesday and Friday as well, asking specific questions, and I've been recently posting quite a ton of stuff that's connected to the current astrological happenings. If you want to check those out, do. Obviously, you can land on this reading at any time. You could be here in 6 or 8 months' time. It's a timeless reading. But my beautiful pile 2s, just have an amazing week. Remove yourself from that place of trying to make it happen, and just let yourself relax into this in a sort of a space of trust and faith that what you desire is, in fact, going to come to you. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. The Hare and the Oak, new opportunities. Beautiful souls. This card is actually like it tends to herald good fortune, basically. So I just feel pretty excited for you. It feels fabulous. I see these acorns potentially growing into a fantastic oak tree. This beautiful star. I mean, what a large charm. Of all the charms in my bag of charms, I don't think this has ever come out in a reading before, actually. It's the first time it's ever shown itself. This fairy sitting in a star, but it's big. And Sowello is like the rune of wholeness. It's a magical pathway that you must follow. It's like the completion, something that's so right for you, the right path for you, new opportunities. So pretty exciting. Let's check out and find out a bit more for you. What is your immediate message that's coming through that you need to know about right now? Quest. Okay. And let's draw some chakra cards as well. So we have the card of Quest, seeing you going on a mission, on a journey. If you're about to travel or go anywhere, interesting, you have the card of Trickery. Now this is the heart chakra. And then you have the card of Destiny. Oh, wow. Goodness me. Okay, right. Powerful new beginnings around you. The card of Destiny it's that magic. It's that karmic moment when something comes to you that you've been waiting for because you deserve it. How interesting. Why the card of Trickery? We need to get some clarification around this. I can see that something is coming to you, a dream, a vision, a star, an opportunity that you have wanted. You've possibly even been looking for it. This could even, for some of you, be someone coming into your life, because this is a card of two souls coming together, destined to be together. This could be the right person at the right time, the right person coming in. I'm wondering if some of you are faced with a choice with Sowello. Sowello sometimes indicates like it's the path you must follow. Do you have a choice, more than one choice? And one might look good, but it might not really be the right one. The other is about destiny. Either that, or you see through something, and or something is, well, I'm overthinking this. This is really interesting. I don't generally overthink in a reading. What's that about? Let's dive in and look at more cards. I'm really curious about your reading, pile 3. Really curious. Right, magical map shifter. Home. Okay. Ah, okay, I'm getting it. The messages coming through, channeling through. There's something on your doorstep. Golden Palace, Bone Collector. There's something right on your doorstep, right in front of you, and you could look elsewhere. You know, you could think that the grass is greener somewhere else. There could be, but there is something really right in front of you that's an opportunity. And it's worthy, it's got the destiny, the fate, the flavour of this around it. You're being asked to be very conscious of what's going on around you. Because I actually think the timing is right for you to actually meet someone. This also does sometimes connect Magical Map Shifter to that kind of destined meeting with somebody. We've got clocks everywhere showing up in your reading here. Here at home, here with the bone collector. There's timing involved. You're being asked to see what is immediately around you. See through any kind of illusion. There could be an absolute blessing around you right now, but you might not be seeing it clearly. You may not realize it may look like an acorn, but that acorn can grow into an oak tree. It's really something. It's almost like a north star that you could follow. It will be part of your destiny, your fate, your calling, and it's leading to something quite magnificent. How interesting. You're really being asked to really review what's going on right around you, what's in front of your very nose. What are you not quite seeing? It could be a person. It's highly likely for some of you to be a person because of the destiny card, but it could just be a circumstance, a golden opportunity coming through here. Your spirit team, Source Spirit, is really giving you a very immediate message, because the hare and the oak is about something wonderful coming in. It's good fortune, a magical moment of opportunity. I feel like they're quite concerned that you might miss it. And I think that was me overthinking. You know, when I said I don't normally overthink in a reading, what's going on here? Normally just flow with it. You could be overthinking something, and therefore in the overthinking you miss an opportunity. And it feels like it's a real, destined, mind-blowing, amazing opportunity here. And it is right on your doorstep. That's really clear. It's in front of you, it's around you. And you could be so much in your head that you perceive it. How fascinating. I've literally just cottoned on as well to the imagery here. Look, again, isn't that interesting that I didn't initially see it? All these acorns that grow into an oak tree. And what do we have here? A squirrel who has lots of acorns. And then we have this green dragon who's got a great big acorn, which is not really a very good option. The basket of acorns is better. If I remember rightly, there's a story to this, but it's basically, you know, you could think that there could be something. You may think there is something bigger and better, but actually there isn't. There's something that is that pot of gold is right in front of you already. So you could be on that pathway. Now this will apply to you. Let's think of the energy and the messages. It's a general reading. So let's think about how this applies to you in your unique circumstances. You're going to need to sort of bring yourself into this. But something in front of you is the golden opportunity, and you could be looking around you for something that is bigger and better. And actually there isn't a bigger and better. Or you would miss something of great significance, and the timing has been sort of predestined here. Let's draw more cards. Let's draw a couple more oracle cards. These are from an independent creator. She also has a YouTube channel, and forgive me because I can't remember the name of it, but I will actually check it out. I will put the link to her website and see if I can find her YouTube channel and put them in the description below. Intuition. And I'm seeing this card too, power. Yes, your power in this situation lies in listening to your intuition, not your head. Okay? Because I think your sort of gut feeling is really good about something, but your head may be telling you that there'll be another opportunity or a better opportunity, or maybe you have a choice and you're looking at one and it all looks bigger and better, but there's another one and the other one actually feels good. Trust your intuition on this one. The point of power is in the now. The power that you need, the empowerment, is the choice right here and right now. They don't want you to miss an opportunity, actually. That's what's showing in your reading. That's the key message for you, pile 3. Absolutely, it's right in front of you. Let's ask how the week is going to pan out for you, my beautiful pile 3. The Sun. Wow. Okay. This is just amazing, isn't it? I mean, you could not get a happier, better, more amazing card. Light, life. I mean, this is the most happy card. It's also, you know, in terms of a connection, because this could be for some of you about, for some of you it's a situation, for some it's a relationship. But this can indicate a relationship of higher consciousness sometimes. We have the Page of Cups. Magic, fun, love. I mean, this is that there is an offer of something. There's something for the taking right in front of you. 7 of Wands. Okay. And the Hermit. Okay. There's anxiety around taking this opportunity. It's right there in front of you. It's the Golden Palace, it's the Sun, and yet for some reason, and it's loaded, it feels really, really good. And yet you're worried. I think you're concerned about how it's going to work out, almost as though you're wanting to know it's going to work before you take the risk or find the courage to have a go. You know, when we really, really want something, but we actually think, well, it might not work. And then you can talk yourself out of actually even going there. Or there'll be something bigger or better or whatever. This is really interesting. I think this is a very healing connection, this situation that you could embark upon. If any of you are contemplating beginning counselling or therapy, and you're really, somebody recommended somebody, but you just haven't picked up the phone yet, you haven't made that call, and you can sort of tell yourself, oh, I'll be fine, you know, it'll all work out anyway, and yet this could be a guided meeting where this person's really going to help you. Back to that opportunity right in front of you, right on your doorstep. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, how is the week working out? I feel that you will probably reach a point where you do make that choice and you do make that shout. Yeah, 8 of Cups. I think you will reach a point this week where you do decide that you want to trust the magic. I suspect something will come along, actually. Something will come along to give you a nudge out of your sort of personal zone into the sort of, go on, let's just do it, into that space of empowerment. I think something will happen this week that is going to kind of wake you up, to give you a little bit of a kick up the bum, if I'm honest, to take that step. King of Pentacles, yeah, I think you're going to do it. I think you're going to do that. Either that or someone else will come along and support you and say, well, look, come on, this would be perfect for you, and just assist you in that nudge forwards, or that almighty kick. Was it somebody said, it was actually one of my daughters who said the other day, and forgive me, I don't know who she'd been listening to, but I just loved the language, and she said it was the way somebody had described the universe giving you little nudges and little nudges and little nudges, and you kind of ignore them, and then suddenly it's like it's a brick to the head. And I really liked that. It's a brick to the head. I sort of feel like that's the situation you're in, actually. You could be nudged, and you could be nudged down this pathway, the path that you must follow, or the one that would be right for you, one that's really going to make you happy, and intuitively you know, because it makes your heart sing, but at the same time you've been deliberating and procrastinating and not sure what to do about it. And actually, I feel this is the week when you can either grasp it, or you're heading towards the brick to the head. Or maybe something will be a brick to the head that wakes you up and makes you think, do you know what, I really need to go for that. But there's something of that flavour here anyway. Slightly chuckling, but I loved the language of it. I really did. Yeah, Two of Swords. I think something will force you to make a decision or arrive in a way that makes you literally, it's the brick to the head, makes you realise it's now or never. You know, it's that sort of do or die, now or never. If I don't do it now, I'll never do it. And actually, then you'd live with regret forever. That's the flavour here today, actually. So, pile 3, your reading. Your messages are actually very clear. Very, very clear that there is something actually that would be really, really lovely. And I think intuitively in yourself, you know it. For whatever reason, you don't feel quite able to quite grasp it. And I think this is the week when, obviously, you have conscious free will and choice. You can do whatever you wish. No reading will ever tell you what to do. But you do have potentially the universe offering you an opportunity. It could be a nudge or it could be a brick to the head, but really something that kind of is there to try and wake you up and say, look, come on, have a look at this clearly, because this is an opportunity. The timing is right and it's guided, and you know in yourself that this is right. You'll know if it's right. You'll absolutely know, whatever the choice is. And it is something that feels as if the choice is right in front of you, really. It's just that there's a challenge for some reason around having the courage to actually embrace this choice. Pile 3, this is your reading. My beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here. Do keep us posted in the comments. I really, really enjoy reading your comments. I do check them out. I do listen to the stuff that you're saying. I can't respond to everybody, there are too many, but please know that I do check in on your comments and I do read them all, and I really, really love that you are able to share your journey. It just makes us feel like a proper community here. I watch the way you support each other as well. It is absolutely wonderful. You guys are amazing and inspirational. So pile 3, you know, do keep us posted. Beautiful souls, if you're new to the Moon Magic Tarot channel, I post these readings for immediate guidance, and we look at the week ahead every single Sunday, and I post readings on Tuesdays and Fridays as well, and then shorts in between if they are helpful. And I have been recently posting quite a lot of astrological connected readings that are connected to astrological happenings, and we now have a YouTube membership area as well where there are some extended readings and various other things. So do check out all these things if you feel that you want to and if it feels right for you. You are never under any obligation on any channel to have to look at a reading or do anything. So pile 3, I think this is actually really rather lovely, to be honest. I really do. Your energy is delightful. It really does feel like something magical, a reward, something fabulous, good fortune coming into you. So yeah, do seize it. I feel like your spirit team are really, really rooting for you to have something that you really deserve, actually, even though you may sort of be for some reason denying it to yourself. So pile 3, tons of love. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing. It really, really does help the channel. It helps me to continue to put free stuff into the world. So I am so appreciative of all of you. Just thank you for being here. Tons of love, beautiful souls. And I look forward to seeing you for another reading really soon.